ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च अददनस्य तृणं दन्ते हृदं याचे पुनः पुनः श्रीमद्रूपपदां भोजोद्भविष्यां मम जन्मनि जन्मनि राधानाथसमारम्भ्य मध्वमुनिं मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे श्रीगुरुपरम्परा। So we'll start from text number 36 of Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, text number 36. As in the previous four verses, the opulence of the Lord and his potency, that has explained how his potencies are inconceivable and how one can think about that, how one can try to understand about that. After explaining that elaborately, here in the text number 36, now Brahmaji is explaining that how one can attain their lordship, because as it is said, Vedeshu adurlabham durlabha. He is like by studying Vedas or becoming big scholar also, he is a durlabha. Then how is Sulabha? Sulabha Atma Bhaktam. So he becomes very easily approachable by his own devotees. So how he becomes easily approachable, that has explained in next verse. And that is Yad bhava bhavita dhiyo manuja sataiva samprapya rupa mahima sanayana bhushaha Suttairyameva nigamam pratitaistuvanti Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. I worship the original personality of a Godhead, Sri Govinda. Those human beings whose hearts are enthused with the ecstatic devotion for him attain their respective forms, seats, conveyance, and ornaments in accordance with their individual moods, and they glorify him through the hymns of renowned in the Vedas. So here he says that Yad bhava bhavito dhiyo manujastataiva. Do you remember any verse regarding this particular word? Yad bhava bhavita. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there are prayers we have discussed already. Prayers offered by Lord Brahma to creative potency of the Lord. There he says, Yad bhava, according to the mood of the devotee, he appears in this material world. He takes that particular form and you worship him. Like someone likes to worship Lord Narsimha. For him, he is there in the form of Lord Narsimha. There are some devotees, they like Varaha form. So there is a beautiful deities and temples of Lord Varaha. So according to the moods,
Hathivesh is also kind of.
yeah, like today, like Snanve, Snana Yatra. You must be knowing that story.
Yes.
That because all the 5 different categories of worshippers, they come. Like Vinayakas who worship Lord Ganesha. For them, Ganesha is the supreme. So Shaktas who worship Shakti,
Sure.
Sauras, who worship Surya, then Vaishnavas, who worship Vishnu, then there are Shaivas, who worship Lord Shiva. So all they come together, and as per their mood, Lord reveals themselves there. And here he says that according to the individual moods, they glorify the Lord through the Vedic hymns. And that's why you can find there are millions of prayers are there in the Vedic literature. So Jiva Goswami Pad, in his commentary on this particular verse, he says, it is true that Bhagavan Sri Krishna continually performs his playful loving pastimes with his own eternal associates. Now, the verse Yad Bhava Bhavita Dhiyaha uses the logic of inferential partial illustration, which is known as Kai Mutiki Nyaya. Kai Mutiki means Kim Uta. Is it enough? If you want to prove yourself, you give some example. And then you ask, is that enough? भरोसा कर रहे हो? विश्वास है? और कुछ आगे बताऊं? Do you need more explanation? So in that way he's saying, it's not that he's unapproachable, but he is approachable according to your mood. Lord, I will come to that shloka where the 10 different rasas has explained in one particular verse, and that incident happened at one place, and all these people with the 10 different moods, they looked at the Lord and they expressed themselves, what they felt about him. We'll go to that verse. Let's finish this first. To describe how generous and merciful he is to his practicing devotees in this world, the residents of Vraja render various types of intimate services to Sri Krishna by virtue of their intrinsic qualities that are similar to his, such as their disposition, age, playfulness, attire, and so on. In this way, they sport and enjoy along with him. Shastras such as the Vedas and Puranas give this account of their position being on the same level with the Krishna as his associates. Just as those eternal associates enjoy pastimes along with Sri Krishna, similarly, the sadhakas under the guidance of those eternal associates follow their respective service moods and taste the happiness of eternal service to Krishna along with them. If one can attain Krishna by constantly thinking of him as one's enemy, then those who are devoted to Krishna must definitely attain him. How can there be any doubt about it? So in any way, if you think about him, you are going to get connected with him. Then he quotes from 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 5, text number 48. Vairena Nrpataya Shishupala Shalva Paundradayo Gati Vilasa Vilokanadyayaha Dhyanat Akritir Dhiya Shayanasanado Tadbhavamapur Anurakta Dhyam Punah Kim. Kings such as a Shishupal Poundrak and Shalva used to think about Sri Krishna in an inimical mood, even while they were sleeping, eating, and performing all their duties. If they attained nearness in the form of an impersonal liberation simply by being absorbed in thoughts of his activities, movements, sporting, and glancing, then those eminent personalities who are deeply attached to Sri Krishna must definitely attain equality with him. That is what is the necessity of a reassurance in this regard. Without doubt, they will all attain perfection in their respective bhavas. If someone thinks inimically about the Lord all the time, constantly, if they can merge into the impersonal existence in Brahmajyoti, or they can enter directly into the body of the Lord, then what to speak of the people who think in positive way, who think in a service mood? What will be their destination? Is there any doubt? That's what Kimutiki Nyaya. Means he has given the pramana, evidence, and now he's asking, still do you have doubt? Like, do you know the story how Shukdev Goswami came back from the forest?
Recite the verses Bhagavatam, then he likes it. That
Which one? See, when Shukdev Goswami, he left everything, went to the deep, dark, into the forest, and he started meditating because he was already on the Brahman platform. Then Vyasdevji, he sent his another disciples, and they were reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. And there is a verse from third canto, chapter 3 and text number 23, where Vidurji is explaining to Uddhavji. And he says, Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jighansaya papasadhavi leve gatim dhatruchitam tvananyam kamva dayalum sharanam prapatte. There he is explained about the mercy of the Lord. With the evil intention, Putana came and she breastfed the Lord with Stanakala Kutam, Kalakut, the deadly poison. But what happened? What was her destination? Dhatri Uchitam Gatihi. So she got the place in the Vaikuntha, in the Goloka, as a Dhatri. If someone came with the evil intention to kill Krishna, but she rendered service by breastfeeding him. So she got the destination of Dhatri. Then she said, Kamva Dayalum Sharanam Prabhu. Then he said, who is more merciful than him and whom you are going to surrender? Is there anybody in this world? Somebody has come to stab you, and are you going to love him? Give him something most avoided? No. But he can do that. He's such a merciful. And if someone goes with the loving heart and gives up everything at his lotus feet and serves him, what is his destination? Do you have any doubt about that? That's what Brahmaji is asking. What we can understand from this verse is that there are different rasas. Because people generally they think, like most of the people in this Western world, they think that God is one, just surrender him. But God is one, but everyone has a different mood, different bhava towards him. Then how to understand that? Here they just said surrender God because he is great. But how great is that God?
In God we trust.
Huh? That's there on the note, on the bills. Huh?
On the
nameplate,
number
number plate.
of the car. We will get one soon.
See what happens. You may be knowing he is most merciful, but how merciful he is. We have evidences for that. And his mercy in reciprocation of your relationship with him, how he exhibits, that whole thing is explained in Vedic scripture. You will not find anywhere else. Now I will read that verse from 10th canto, 43rd chapter, text number 17. It's a wonderful verse. You should also try to memorize this verse. And you will understand that how Lord is merciful. See, the one Lord and everyone who is looking at him, they are expressing different mood towards him. So that verse asked, Mallanam ashnim nrinam naravaro strinam smaro murtiman gopanam swajano asatam kshitibhujam shasta swapitro shishuhu mrityor bhojpater virad avidusham tattvam param yoginam vishnunam vrishninam paradevateti vidito rangam gata sagraja. So this particular incident that Shukdev Goswami is explaining in this particular chapter, where Krishna kills the elephant Kuvalayapida, that's the title of that chapter. So after killing that Kuvalayapida, when Krishna entered into the wrestling arena, so what everyone felt who were gathered there, that has explained. There are different moods and how he also reciprocated with them in that particular mood. So starts with the Mallanam Ashnim. Ashnim means a lightning, thunderbolt. Vajra. Like Indra has his Vajra. So Mallanam, like for Chanur and Mushti, when they looked at him, for them he is like a thunderbolt, the strongest, toughest weapon, that tougher than the thunderbolt. And same time, Nridam Naravaraha, all the males there, for them he was the topmost among the male, a real male. Strinam Smara Murtiman. Smara means Cupid, Kamadev. All the ladies who were there, when they looked at him, for them he is like a Cupid, who is most attractive. So in this one line, you can see there is a controversy. Can somebody looks at a Tyson, Mike Tyson, and they will say he's a really handsome guy? Have you heard about it? Yes. Whoever knows Tyson, he's known for his, he's the strongest guy. Within a 22, his records were like a 20 second or 22 second. His opponent will be knocked out. No one has beat up his record yet. He was so strong, but he was not that beautiful. But Krishna here, for mallas, for wrestlers, he was like a thunderbolt. For the male, he's like a topmost human being. And for women, he was like a Cupid personification. A most delicate person, most delicate and beautiful, handsome person. And next, Gopanam Swajano Asatam Kshitibhujam Shasta. Asata means like who are not, what's the proper word for that? Asata means the impious rulers. Kshitibhuja means rulers, the kings. The kings who were impious, for them he is like he is the one who can punish them. Kshitibhujam. Kshitibhuja means whose powers are limitless. Like Kshitija, horizon. Can you measure it? How long? You can't. So he is having hands like Kshitibhuja. So he can control everything. So when the kings, they looked at him, they felt like that. And Gopanam Swajano. And the Gopas who came along with him, for him he is like one of them, Like when he killed Kamsa, Subal, he jumped from his seat, ran to the wrestling arena, came to Krishna, dhoti pachad, and Krishna fell down on the ground, and he sat on the chest of Krishna. Here is the person who was the big impious king. Impious means they are powerful. That's why they can do all this nonsense. So this most powerful impious people, they got scared, and here the Gopas, they came and just jump on his chest, and he was happy with that. Then further it says, Swapitro Shishu. See again controversy in this same. Swapitro Shishu. When Devaki and Vasudev, they were also there. When they saw him, for them he is like a
Kid.
Shishu. Shishu means what? She and Shu. Even the child who depends upon parents for she and Su, that is Shishu actually. So for them, he was like so dependent on parent. He was so delicate and he can't do his own things. But in same line you have seen Shasta, he is the controller, the punisher of the empire's kings. And the same person, when Kamsa, he looked at him. For him, Mrityor Bhojapate, because Kamsa was from Bhoja dynasty, and when he saw Krishna, for him he is like a death personification. Virad Avidusha. There are less intelligent people who can't understand the personal form of the Lord. For him, he is a Virad Purusha. So most of the people, they think we worship tree, we worship mountains, like aborigines or the forest dwellers. They don't know about the Lord. So whatever big they think it's Lord. So Lord is manifested in that way for them. Virat Avidusham Tattvam Param Yogina. So where yogis, they came there in that arena, for them he was like a yogi. He is like a Tattvam Param Yogina. He is their Paratattva on which they are meditating on. Vrishninam Paradevadeti. And all the Vrishnis, the Yaduranyas people, for them he is like a Deva, their Kuladevata. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Bad, he says on this particular verse commentary, Sridhar Swami, he quotes the following verse, which explains the 10 attitudes towards Krishna described here, the 10 different moods that is described in this particular verse. Rudro adbhutascha shrungaro hasyam viro daya tatha bhayanakascha bibhatsaha shanta saprema bhaktikaha. So Rudro, for Mallanam Ashnim, Rudra. So that particular bhava he showed for them. Then Nran Nradam Naravaro, that is Adbhuta. What a wonderful. He is the guy, Man must be like this. So that is Adbhuta. Then Strinam Smaro Murtima, Shrungar. Shrungar Ras. So that was exhibited at the same time. Hasyam Gopanam Swajano. Swajana means who makes cracks jokes with each other, who share their happiness and sorrow with each other. So these are like a hasyam. Then Shasta, Virad Avid. Kshiti Bhujan, Shasta. So that is Vira, means valor. Then Swapitro Shishu. Parents, they always feel daya, compassion for kids. So that particular rasa. Then Bhayanakash. What is the most Bhayanaka, deadliest thing? Death. So Mrityor Bhojapate. For Kamsa, he was like a Bhayanak. To look at him is like creating so much of bhaya, fear in the heart. And then Bibhitsa. Bibhitsa is like what he says, ghastliness, like unintelligent people. You try to make them understand anything, but they are not able to. So that is like a Bibhitsa. Shantaha. Shanta means peaceful. Who gets the real peace?
Who detached to the items.
What is the particular word for that person? Bhagavad Gita is explained. Yogi. Yogis, they are peaceful.
Yep.
Hmm? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is that? What is that? And then Tattvam Param Yogina. So that is like a Shanta Rasa. Vrishninam Paradevadeti. So that is Prema. So all these 10 rasas are explained in this one particular verse. And Yad Bhava Bhavito Dhiyaha. Yad Bhava Bhavita Dhiyaha. As per your intelligence, which is tuned by one particular mood, we can reciprocate with the Lord in that particular mood. That has explained here. So it's
Same like a Edamam Pratanti.
Ye yadhamam prapadyante tam tadaiva bhajami. So same way. That's the. So there are 10 different moods. Fury, perceived by the wrestlers. Wonder by the men. Conjugal attraction, that is Shringar, by the women. Laughter. Hasyam, that is by cowards. Chivalry, by the kings, that is Viro. Daya, mercy, by his parents. Terror, Bhayanaka, that is by Kamsa. And ghastliness, that is Bibhatsa, by the unintelligence, Avidusham. Then Shantaha, peaceful neutrality, that is by the Yogi. And loving devotion, that is by the Vrishnis. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he says further, people like the wrestlers, Kamsa, and the impious ruler perceive Krishna as a dangerous, angry, or threatening because they fail to understand the actual position of the personality of a Godhead. They were not knowing that this is the real object of love. Otherwise, they would have not felt this particular things. Actually, Lord Krishna is everyone's friend. So, which is the verse for this particular sentence? 5th chapter, 29th verse. Shastris. Bhoktaram Yajnadavasam. What's the verse? Give me translation if you know.
మీకు వచ్చిన వర్స్
Bhoktaram Yajnava Sarvalokamaheshwara. Surudam Sarvabhutana. So, Lord Krishna is everyone's Suruda, friend. Sarvabhutana. He is well-wisher. But because we rebel against him, he chastises us. And thus we may perceive him as a threatening. So it depends upon you. Lord says that I'm going to come to you, either in the form of a death or either in the form of a most lovable object. So you have to decide in what way you want the Lord. You want him as a most lovable object of your life, or you want him as a bhayanaka, terror, fear in your heart. Because see, either you give it or not, he is going to take it from you. You give it with a love, otherwise he will take it as a death, So ultimately,
lovable means what to do, Prabhuji? And doing Harti, everything, that's what Shanti.
lovable means do it for his pleasure. What do you do for Gokul? What do you do? You do Arti? You do Arti to him? What do you do?
Feeding, giving bath, and
everything.
Why you do that? What is your intention?
Mother,
And what? Just mother or?
my duty.
Duty, yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
Because you love him, you don't do that thing to someone on the road. Do you do that? Because you feel so much of love for him. So you do it. And you feel happy. He runs around, you also run around with him to feed him. Why? Because you love him, and when he is,
Happy, then you will also.
you are happy. So lovable means that's what.
Well, but sometimes if I cook more, and if you want to offer see example yesterday he said I will give to temple go Radha Govinda with some offering and I will bring Govinda to Prabhu. I said I know I want to go to Radha Govinda again, it won't sufficient if I take one bowl. I don't know again for I count Sundarati Mata also, but I said that's why I want to go again. One more time I will give for only Radha Govinda I will make more. Krishna, I said, Krishna will happy and suddenly Devotee said, that's okay. Because I'm arguing with him, why are you asking me? He's saying, only one bowl, I will think one bowl is, no, one bowl also I don't think it won't sufficient, I think.
See, actually, as per the scripture, he needs one share. One share means how much? 1.6 kgs. That should be his bhoga.
1.6 kgs of
Uh,
Serandaman.
energy, how
if you go to Srinathji, you will find in that particular parimana measurements, they make everything for the Lord. That is the conditioning if you want to have deities at home.
they will serve to everybody what we will do for Prashadam.
Ah.
Can't eat like Prabhuji.
That's why you should.
Problem is that we are thinking that after he eat, we will eat. We are not thinking that he will eat.
We think that he will honor it. He will have it. He will eat and we will honor it.
Yeah.
So main thing is that
Prabhuji, nice. I got the way of thinking, I think is right, wrong, right, right, Prabhuji.
see, whatever increases your intensity or your intimacy to your lordship, anukulena Krishna Anushara, except that one which takes you closer to Krishna. That's the main principle Rupa Goswami Pada has given. Because as per everyone's development of consciousness, everyone has his own limitations. We can't judge that, oh, he is doing so, I can do it. No, you're totally unique. You're totally different. And here he says, Yad bhava bhavito dhiyaha. His mood is different, my mood is different, your mood is different. So we can't be on the same platform. On the same level we can. So it's like this two different religions, they are prominent in the world. Everyone should be like this. You can't be. That's why we have varieties of processes. We have varieties of levels. According to that, you can engage yourself in the service of the Lord. So don't try to compare yourself with someone else's bhava. Don't try to judge, oh, he thinks like that. I'm wrong. You're right in your way, as per your understanding. I can't say wrong. Because that level, that particular understanding, you can't go beyond that. Like first grade child, you can't give him a 10th grade mathematics, can you?
No.
He will not understand. So you're right at your place. Make some sense?
That's
So-
why I told him.
Uh,
That's why I left it.
no, few things, just let go.
Yes.
You can't expect all the things. That's why Krishna, even Lord, he himself says. What he told to Arjuna at the end of it.
I have given everything you want, knowledge, whatever you want. You decide what you want to do.
Yad ichhasi tata karu. Now I have given it to you. Nothing is beyond this. Now it's your desire. You want to take it, you take it. You don't want.
I'll repeat it.
Huh? No, he never
No.
said that. He said, I'm not going to repeat it. You take
Krishna
it.
is capable
You
of
want to take
understanding.
it, you take it. No, I will find someone else. If somebody is there to give, he will find na, ki whom he has to give.
But where is the concept of lovable there, Prabhuji?
Which,
If you are lovable, you will extend yourself. But here Krishna is not saying like that. Krishna is saying, I am given everything, but you choose your thing.
yeah, that's what his love, He's not forcing you. This is what? No more. You have to take it.
What is really
That's
love
he
and
says.
emotion is love is being served, is to serve, right?
Love means freedom. He gives you a freedom. Whatever and wherever you may be,
Yeah.
you are mine. आश्लिष्यवा पादरतां पिनष्टुमाम अदर्शनाम महतां करोतु यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राण सुसैव नापरः. You hug me, you kick me. You are mine, that's it. With all and all bads and all goods, you are mine. I have accepted you wholeheartedly. That is what love means. Love means not expectations. Love means
Reaching their expectations.
not reaching their expectation also. Be what you are. Nirmala manaja jo so mohi pava. If you are pure, you can attain the Lord. Mohi chidra chala kapatana pava. If you have duplicity in your heart, you are not going to get the Lord. So you decide what you want.
तो कभी कभी लगता है even though we give but still we keep more, but in mind we say that oh we keeping more and more, but actually we give only pennies. So how that we come out?
Thing is that still we are on the bodily platform of the life. That's where this thought comes. Why Krishna says Nistragunyo Bhava Arjuna, come out of these three modes of material nature. Unless and until you come out of this particular mode, it's not possible. We will have all these reservations.
Yeah.
And Krishna is always interested what you are hiding from him.
Yes.
He is not interested what you are
What you are
giving to
giving.
him.
How much you attach.
He
to it.
looks back, oh, what that anchor is there. Why he is not wholeheartedly coming? Something is behind that is pulling him back. So Krishna is interested in that. He wants to take that out. So when he loves you, what he does?
He takes out everything
Takes everything away.
No, he gives you first.
first.
When he loves you, no, when he likes you, he gives you whatever you like. When he loves you,
He will take all.
he will take everything that you like.
Detachment, right?
Huh?
Detachment, then we go to Krishna as well.
That's the only one thing that you can attain their lordship, nothing else. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga.
He can take happy, right?
Huh?
He can take happy, right? Why like that distance?
Why should we take it out from him? Why Krishna is taking it out from everything from that person? Why can't we take it as regularly? Why should we take it out?
If you give happily to him, why he will take it from you? You try to give him, he will give you everything back. You don't try to give him, that's why he takes away everything.
No, when he loves, he'll take it out, Babaji.
When you offer everything to him, he says, he is mine now. So that means you offer everything to him means you don't need anything of this world because you need him. Say in Ramayana, it's very, go, check it out. He's crying. He's crying. So this is what love. This is what love. All we are here in the room, but you heard that. Huh?
Yeah.
That is what you should understand. If you have really love for the Lord, as you were so much concerned, don't you think he will be? But if you think like, now if, what's the eldest one? If she cries, you will not be that much bothered because you know that she is a little bit independent. But he is fully dependent on you. So if you are like that for Krishna, then he will interfere in your life also. And he will provide, take care. He says, Yoga Kshemam Bahamyam. I do everything for them then. He becomes your servant if you give everything to him. Like there is a nice story of Damaji Pant, one of the devotee in Maharashtra. He was a great saukar, landlord. But he had one service that he used to render. He used to feed all the Vaishnavas. Whoever used to come to his place, he used to feed them. But unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, he never had any offsprings, no kids. And as he was growing old, so he was just thinking, my Lord, maybe I'm not able to do that much service now. So I need someone who can help me out for that. And Lord came as a servant at his house. Almost like a 1 year, Lord was fetching water, getting everything, putting pattal for all the sadhus. He is serving them. After that, he was taking out that leaf plates and throwing them away, cleaning that. Who was doing that? Lord Panduranga, Vithala, he was doing that for him. And one day, Mother Rukmini came then. For 1 year, my husband has disappeared. Nowhere is he. And when Damaji Pant, he recognized she is none other than the Mother Lakshmi. He said, how come you are here? She said, Narayana is here. So how I can live without him? And then he realized that it was Lord himself who came and served him. So this is what happens. When you give everything for his pleasure, then he is there to take care of you. Padashitam ya karoti vikshukpati gehi. Whoever has taken shelter at his lotus feet, what he does? He takes away everything from him so that he can only depend on him. In Ramayana, this verse we need to meditate on actually. Sakrudeva prapannosmi tavasmi iti yacheta. Abhayam sarva bhutebhyo dadami etat pratam mama. When Vibhishana, he came to surrender the lordship, Ramachandra, that time Ramachandra asked each and everyone, what do you think about him? Should I accept him or not? Most of them, they said no. Then he looked at Hanumanji. What do you say? He said, my lord, you are Swaraj. You do whatever you want to do. Then Lord says, because he says, my lord, I am yours. Generally what we say?
Krishna, you are me, you are mine.
What do you say? मेरे गौर नहीं पाए.
Krishna is mine.
Mine. So means possession, proprietorship. He belongs to me.
Oh, he thinks like that, Prabhuji.
Where?
When you say like that, means what?
We say affectionately only, right? Not like other people, Prabhuji.
But the mood is different, na?
Mood is only affection, Prabhuji.
Where is affection? If you say you are mine, means whatever I say you have to follow. There are certain limitations for that. But when you say I am theirs, means that itself shows you are surrendered to them. You are accepted their proprietorship. So he is in control in your life, not you are in control for them. Whenever you feel, you will feed them. I have done Nirjala, so I am sleeping. I sleep till 3 o'clock. Huh?
Not only man.
I'm just saying. So my service according to my time, not according to their time. But if I accept them as my master, then what happens?
Everything is on time.
Yeah, employer will fire you, right?
Yeah.
You don't come at 9 o'clock, 1 day, 2 days, 10 days.
Gone. Next day you are gone.
Yeah. So, tava asmi iti yachate. He says, if someone says that, oh my Lord, I am yours, he says, abhayam dadatu sarva bhute. I give them abhaya. So you have to decide. You want him to be yours, or you want you belong to him? Always what is tava asmi iti yachate. If you do any mistake also, अरे ठीक है अपना है. It will be considered अरे अपना ही है होता है.
Take chance, advantage. Okay. Only.
If someone Satvika does some mischief, what you will do?
You scold like Prabhuji.
And sometimes let go.
Okay. చలో ఒకసారి రెండుసార్లు మూడోసారి నాలుగోసారి చేసి కంప్లైంట్ చేస్తే ఓకే చలో చూడదు
You do that or not? Or always hunter?
No, no, sometimes.
Huh?
Do sometimes.
Sometimes. My mother used to do all the time. So this is what Tava Asmi Iti Achyut. Because if you slap also, the kid is going to go to mother only. So that's what the real love means. And then further he says here, actually Lord Krishna is everyone's friend and well-wisher. But because we rebel against him, he chastises us. And thus we may perceive him as a threatening. Krishna or God is actually merciful, and when he punishes us, that is also his mercy. Because chastisement always comes with some lesson for you in your life, which is going to make comfortable in future. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur quotes the following Vedic statement: Raso vai saha rasam ji eva yam labdhvanadi bhavati. He himself is a rasa, the test or mellow of a particular relationship. And certainly one who achieves this rasa becomes anandi, fills with bliss. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur quotes further words to explain the word rasa. Vyatitya bhavanavatma yashashat chamatkar bharabhu hृदि सत्वज्वले बद्धम swadate sarasomataha. That which is beyond imagination, heavy with wonder and relished in the heart, shining with the goodness, such is known as a rasa. That's what rasa means. See, all this terminology we should know, because still we don't know what it means. We say bhakta, bhakti rasa bhavana, bhavita. Krishna bhavana bhavita means what? There is some mellow, that rasa that you are going to imbue, inundated with. But you should know what it means. Then you will try to understand that, am I having that feelings or not? If you don't know this terminology, how you are going to understand that which is beyond imagination? Rasa means one thing is clear, you can't imagine about that unless and until you feel that. So it is beyond imagination. That is meant it should be experienced. Then only you will understand, not by explanations. So it is beyond imagination. Second thing, heavy with the wonder. It's adbhuta. Chamatkara bhara bhu. Heavy with wonder means chamatkar. What we call as a chamatkar?
Surprise.
You know that with my all capacities, I can't do it. And nobody can do it.
Magic.
So it is beyond imagination and beyond your mental, physical, and intellectual capacities. That is chamatkar. Then, relished in a heart, not by here, but it's here.
Wow. It's okay.
Huh? If you really hear something good, you really like it, you really taste something good, so where that relishment comes? It comes from heart. So that is from heart. So rasa is not thing that you can imagine, which is beyond the strength of your mental, physical, and intellectual. It's chamatkara, and only experience through heart. Shining with the goodness. There are so many things that can relish to the heart, but sometimes in the mode of passion and sometimes mode of ignorance. But these things in shining with the mood of goodness, dazzling with the mood of goodness. That is rasa. Then Srila Rupa Goswami Bhad elaborately explains in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There are 5 main rasas: neutrality, service, servitude, friendship, parental love, and conjugal love. So, what are the Sanskrit names for this? Neutrality,
Sorry.
neutrality,
Shantara.
Shanta. Servitude,
Dasya.
Dasya. Friendship,
Sakya.
parental love,
Vatsalya.
Vasalya.
and conjugal love,
Madhurya.
Madhurya.
Mahadurya. The 7 secondary rasas: amazement, Adbhuta; humor, Hasya; chivalry, Virya; compassion, Daya; fury, Raudra; fear, that is Bhayanaka; and dread. What is the dread?
Right. First time I'm talking about.
Like I read this.
Admire.
Hmm? What is that dread?
I mean, most plan.
Hmm? मिला क्या?
Slang word used by many teenagers.
Bibhatsa.
Bibhatsa.
Bibhatsa. Bibhatsa यानी भत्सना जिसमें करते हैं ना, which is not considered as a good. That is bibhatsa. Thus, altogether, there are 12
These
rasas.
are the one of the 64 qualities numbers.
Khan, one of the
No, second
qualities also.
Qualities.
Qualities also. These are but 12 rasas. 5 primary and 7 secondary. So, in all these 12 rasas, one can relate oneself with the Lord. The supreme object of them all is Sri Krishna himself. In other words, our love and affection are actually meant for Sri Krishna. Unfortunately, out of ignorance, we stubbornly try to squeeze happiness and love out of material relationship, which are not directly connected to Krishna, and thus life becomes a constant frustration. Understood? Should I read it again?
Yes,
You will pay attention.
yes, I'm thinking of God, like how to do this.
See, I'm reading it. Listen carefully. Unfortunately, out of ignorance, we stubbornly try to squeeze happiness and love out of material relationships, which are not directly connected to Krishna, and thus life becomes a constant frustration.
Yes. So squeeze,
Yeah.
stubborn, happiness and love.
out of material relationship.
అంటే ఏంటి stubborn అంటే
అంటే మనం చేసే పనిలో ఇప్పుడు కూడా మనం ఆనందం చూస్తాం కానీ ఆనందాన్ని అందులో ఆనందాన్ని దుఃఖాన్ని తీసుకుంటానాకే చూస్తాం అది
See.
ఏంటంటే ఏమవుతుంది
My father should speak like this with me.
In Saratoga Springs,
That is my expectation. That will give my happiness. Is that going to happen?
you're not sure that it is.
So that gives frustration.
My wife has to work.
That gives frustration or not? Huh?
Like a tension.
My Prabhuji, I tell him, but he never listens to me. That gives frustration because there is an expectation. And we try to squeeze out. I used to do that a lot, you know. I used to expect a lot from the people. But again, I thought that. Is that going to help me anyway? What it is it's ultimately resulting in frustration only. Because everyone is unique. It's not like a machine made, you know,
Yes, sir.
with the same quality, with the same thickness. No, everyone is unique. So how you can expect same thing from everyone?
We can't.
Wherever there are expectations,
You must-
it comes along with frustration only.
If it won't come back, we will get angry.
So better to not expect.
That's it.
And that is what devotee does. You love me, you hug me, you kick me.
you-
Do whatever you want. That's why Tava Asmi Iti Achara. I'm yours. I'm surrendered unto you. See, all these sampradayas, they quote this word, particular verse. This is what devotee means. That's the greatest evidence that Mahaprabhu has given. Only devotee can give. Who is he? He is Srimati Radharani. And as per all the definitions that has given all over in the scripture, only one person is befitting to that definition, and that is Srimati Radharani. No one can say I'm devotee. If you say that, it's like someone is saying that I'm president. If someone says that I'm the president of United States of America, who will believe at you? Huh? It's like a ridiculing myself,
When I say
putting myself down. So someone says I'm a devotee, from next time you have to think carefully. Because as per the definition, only one. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is clearly mentioned. Rupa Goswami said, by the definition, devotee means Srimati Radharani. That's it.
dot.
Nothing further, no more. And that's why in our Sampradaya, what we say, I'm the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. 7 categories. Srimati Radharani, Sakhis,
Manjaris.
Manjaris. There are so many. In Sakhis, there are varieties.
Yeah.
Antaranga.
Yeah. Magya.
No, there is a circle of that, I also forgot.
Yeah,
There is
lotus flower rituals.
there's a like a what they call Parijana, Nitya, Nikata, like that. There is a categorization. That comes actually 7, and then comes the spiritual master.
It's like a lotus flower.
Then
True. So that means Shakis. So Manjaris are servants of Shakis.
Sakhis.
Okay. So like that, everybody is servant.
So there is a categorization. See, where I read it, just right now here only.
And Rupa
Probably, but-
Goswami is Rupa Manjari. So
Yeah.
imagine, he is Manjari, so we are only.
Very close by.
Where I read it right now.
If we say active,
Rupa
See,
and-
here it is said,
Rupa. If you follow his
those who are eligible for the mellow of a neutral adoration, Shantarasa, attain the setting of peacefulness, that is Brahma Paramatma Dham. Those who are eligible for the mellows of servitorship attain to the opulent of abode of Vaikuntha. While those who are eligible for the mellows of the pure friendship, parenthood, services, as a beloved attain to Golok Dham. Who goes to Golok Dham? Who are in the mood of Sakhya, who are in the mood of Vatsalya, and who is in the mood of Madhavya. Among the 5, 3 goes to Golok Dham. 1 goes to Vaikuntha, and 1 remains
Brahma.
at Brahma
Brahman.
Jyoti. Shanta goes up to Brahma Paramatma realization.
Okay.
Vaikuntha Dasya, there only they are like this.
Yeah.
Om Sahasra Shesha Purusha Sahasracha Sahasrapa. He's in office. So in office, everyone is
servant.
at home.
He is my
He is your friend. He is my kid. He is my beloved.
beloved.
So Goloka is a house. Vaikuntha is office.
Office. And Brahman is like
Brahman is neutrality. Neither in the office, not in the house. Okay. What? Where it
Driving.
happens?
Office to home driving.
Driving.
You can't
That's
stop.
good. You don't know which rasa you are.
You have to drive. That's all.
Idle. Totally idle. So, in each of these locations, the devotees attain all the necessary elements and ingredients appropriate to their own rasa. They offer praise in accordance with the hymns mentioned in the Vedas, or else they engage in intimate services. In some places, the Vedas narrates Lord's pastimes through the support of transcendental potency. Through this indication, one can also find descriptions of a great liberated devotees. For example, it has been stated in Padma Puran, Mane asyapi vandanam archanam kunja sevaya. The sulky reproaches of the gopis are the limbs of the bhakti known as offering prayers and service within the grooves of Vrindavan is called archana. So this is very high topic. We can discuss this. It will be like a bouncing,
Spinning your head.
yeah, spinning our head. So in essence, the prayers that has been offered in the different Vedic literature, they are based on a particular bhava that has developed by that particular devotee for the Supreme Personality of a Godhead. So this is what about the today's verse. Yad bhava bhavito manujastateva samprapya rupa mahima
Mahima Sanayana Bhusha Shukte Yam
suktairyameva nigamam pratitaistuvanti govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. So we will recite this verse together and then we will stop. यद्भावभावितधियो मनुजास्तथैव सम्प्राप्य रूपमहिमासनयानभूषः सुक्तैर्यमेव निगमं प्रतितैः स्तुवन्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. So next verse is very special. That speaks about Srimati Radharani. So we'll have
next time. Roji, but why do we recite only 27 out of 48? Even Nijamyu Galanti Golokaye Nivashasti Akhilatma